The House of the Dead 3, at the time an Xbox exclusive, is a short but very fun first-person rail shooter taking place in 2019. Before we go any further, I did not see any option for a widescreen TV, and I apologize for that. Like I just said, the game is short, and if you skip the cutscenes, it can be beaten in about 25 minutes on the normal difficulty. But this game definitely packs a lot of quality content into this half hour. Almost non-stop fast-paced action, a cool soundtrack and sound effects, good graphics for the time, a ton of enemy variety, and great zombie designs, in addition to even having a story. And you unlock House of the Dead 2 after beating this, but I'll probably save that for its own review. The story is probably the weakest part of this game, but I don't think many people ever bought House of the Dead for the story. Something about a girl trying to rescue her dad and stop the zombie apocalypse. Gameplay-wise, well, it's a rail shooter. You just aim and shoot while trying to get the highest score possible. Pretty simple, but very fun. That being said, you can choose the order in which things take place slightly. You're basically allowed to choose your course of travel, but they don't really change the story and all end in the same place. House of the Dead 3 has two modes, timed and survival. I prefer survival because you're not on a tight time crunch. In timed you start with a mere 30 seconds and have to go for headshots to get extra time, and getting hit takes away a lot of time. I just stuck with survival mostly. Health is based off of a life and credit system, with life being the amount of hits you can take and credits being the amount of times you can continue after running out of lives. You can adjust these in the options to increase or decrease them. After almost beating the game on the default settings, I decided to crank them up to the max. Sure, this made the game a lot easier, but I found it more fun this way. You can also change difficulty. I stuck with normal, and the amount of zombie gore and its color. I stuck with the maximum default and the color green. There was a lot of enemy variety, and after playing this game, I think Dementium the Ward took some inspiration from monster designs from House of the Dead 3. And there were a fair share of bosses, with the sloth zombie probably being the most difficult in my opinion. A bit of criticism, there's no manual reload button, so you have to empty your magazine to reload, but at least you have unlimited ammo. An interesting quirk I found, if you're in a tight spot, you can spam the trigger and the A button simultaneously to double your rate of fire, which I use during boss battles. Also included on disc is a trailer for one of the House of the Dead movies. Pretty cool that was thrown in. That pretty much wraps up all there is to say about this title. Earns a 7.5 out of 10 by my scale. Short but very fun and replayable. Well, y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Always remember that Jesus loves you very much. For those new here, I mostly play, review, and discuss zombie and horror games with occasional other topics. Thanks again for watching. Peace.